Our guest today has been a friend of mine for long years. He has a doctorate, holds a doctorate from Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. I lectured there a number of times, but it was when Jerry Falwell was still alive, and that's been quite a few decades ago. Our guest is an eminent scientist who is a microscopist. He works in the very tiny, the very small, that which eyes cannot see, but he finds information that is revolutionary. He's going to share that with you this afternoon. This creation scientist has work that has been published on the, some of his work, some of his slides have been published on the cover of 11 different scientific journals. He's recognized internationally and appreciated among his co-creationists more than ever. Would you please welcome Dr. Armitage? Welcome home.
I'm really glad you're here. Thank you for the opportunity. We're part of the Dinosaur Soft Tissue Research Institute. We're an institute dedicated to locating dinosaur soft tissue, characterizing it, in other words, photographing it, documenting it, understanding it, and then publishing it in scientific journals. We go to scientific meetings and present there, but our goal is to change hearts and minds of those who don't know the Lord. And we feel that dinosaur soft tissue is an excellent opportunity to do that, because everybody is shocked when you hear the phrase dinosaur soft tissue. How many of you have heard that phrase before you came in the building today? A few of you. So we've got people here who've never seen this before, and hopefully this is going to blow your mind. Now, the presentation I did earlier has already been videotaped. It's going to be on YouTube, okay? And there are other presentations that we have on our website, which I'll talk about. So I'm going to cover things that aren't on there. This will be a little different from the earlier presentation, but that's already been videotaped, and this one's going to be videotaped, so you'll be able to watch them over and over and over. I call it throwing peanut butter at the wall. Okay? Sometimes we don't absorb too well, do we? But you throw enough peanut butter at the wall, pretty soon you got a good glob of peanut butter on the wall, right? So that's what we're trying to do, is to help you guys grasp this stuff. As an institution, we are all volunteers. None of us make any money. In fact, we spend our money doing this, don't we? And so we're all unpaid staff. We're all volunteers. There's plenty of room. We have a very small board, and it can grow. But we would love to have volunteers who would work with us and help us, primarily to get this information out. All of our materials we give away for free. That's why you guys are going home with a free book today, because we want you to read it and we want you to share it and give it away. So maybe you have a friend that you've been talking to who hasn't really been listening to you about the Lord. I'll let you take a book for them, okay? Until they run out. This is all we got here. But if you want to just get one for your family and share it, that's fine. The books are available online for free. So you can go to our website, distry.org, which I'll talk about in a second, and you can download those. All the papers that we publish in scientific journals or present at scientific meetings, those are all up on the website. So you may be reaching out to a PhD or an engineer or somebody who's just not going to take your word for it. You know how that goes? So you've got the technical papers you can download and print off and give to them. And these are published in peer-reviewed journals internationally. So that's our desire, is to focus on the science, do the science, present it, prepare the materials for those of us who aren't scientists so that everybody can digest this information. But do take a chance to look at the videotape that we did earlier. I don't know when Dr. Ball will have that online, but make sure you watch that. We've been on 3 dinosaur digs in Montana. We've collected 4 different individuals. All of the bones that we have up here have yielded soft tissue, except for one of them, which is turned into rock. But most people don't realize most of the bones that are in the ground, thank you, are still bone. These have not been permineralized. They're not turned into rock. And so if I were to take one of your finger bones, let's say I borrow from this sweet girl this finger bone right here. Would you mind if I took that? Yes, she would. But if I dissolved that in a weak acid, all of the vessels, the blood vessels, all of the veins, all of the nerves, everything that's in that bone would come out. That's what we're doing with dinosaur soft tissue. We're dissolving the bones, and these structures are coming out. Now, what you're seeing here are called osteocytes. These are bone cells, and they're unmistakable. That's a cell that not only lives inside of your bone. By the way, you probably have about 1 trillion of these in your bones. These are living cells that live inside your bones for the duration of your life. Okay, so they're alive the whole time. And you're going to see some of the amazing things that they do. But they're unmistakable.